My presentation is called You Talk, They Listen, okay? And because everyone should listen before talking, because it's very important. You will learn in this short presentation something about how wiretapping happens, how wiretapping can apply to anyone in the world. So, and during my extensive research, I have checked out some companies who are doing wiretapping, yeah, and I have found a company which is advertising their services, and I will share this video for a while. There's no audio.
You are about to learn of a revolution in cellular interception. Imagine this. Sitting at your desk, you can intercept any call anywhere in the world with no need for proximity or line of sight or the provider's aid, and on any device, technology, or network. Isn't it the ultimate interception system? We developed it, ULAN. With ULAN, there's no need to be near the target. The operator can be anywhere in the world. The simple operation requires only one input, the number to intercept. It's not sensitive to the target's technology or the network's encryption. It uses no RF transmissions. And it can continuously monitor a moving target. ULAN displays the location of both sides of the call, even when dialing from a blocked number. ULAN intercepts dozens of calls simultaneously, and capacity can always be increased. The single operator means high level of security and confidentiality. And less personnel, vehicles, and training. All this superior capability arrives in an instant setup solution, accessed by any authorized device through the web. Just imagine the things you could do with ULAN. ULAN is a groundbreaking cellular interception solution, equipping you to battle the sophisticated lawless of our time. ULAN. We hear everything, everywhere. By ability. While others talk, we listen.
So, please, this is not a fake. This is a real advertising of a real company, and they are doing real business. And they are really able, I have investigated that with some experts, yeah, if they are really able to do what they are claiming to do, and they are. So, and if this technology of wiretapping any call from any point on Earth, to any other point on Earth, yeah, is really available by that company, you can imagine governments have that for years. So, and now we have to check what is about GSM security. Yeah, the question is, yeah, how safe are GSM calls? Because GSM is the CDMA, is the old American mobile communication standard. We can forget that for a while. Yeah, so GSM is a global standard for everything. And it's something, GSM networks and devices are really vulnerable. And we have to take a look how vulnerable they are. First, we have to see interception. Oh, I see it's this question mark. It's just a missing icon. Yeah, so I think there are some incompatibilities between the presentation device and my computer. So anyway, let's disregard these missing icon for a second. We have an interception, so you can intercept. Intercept in the calls. You can listen to the calls. You can wiretap to the calls. You can read other people's messages. So you have an impersonation. You can pretend that you are someone different than you are. So other people can send an SMS to your business partner, and they can tell them, doing somewhere, coming to them, agreeing to something or disagreeing to something. Yeah, so you can track it. We have seen it for a second, just a few seconds ago. Yeah, knowing where you are. if your business partner, is going and visiting 3 times a week your strongest competitor, you may be in bad shape. But some people are very keen to know these things. Location services are very, very important and very confidential information. So you can remote control the device. Some devices are more vulnerable than others. With the regards of, for example, Android and iOS, But if you are clicking on the wrong link, someone can put some malware on your device, investigate your data, and this happens everything over the air. And you can control your network. This is something which is completely beyond a client or user's control. If you have, and we just mentioned that at the intro discussion, then when you are in with your smartphone in a guest network, you don't know if your guest network is a friendly network or not. Just if you're traveling around the world, Saudi Arabia, Colombia, Russia, wherever, and there are some good and some shiny and some not so shiny networks in the world. What are the GSM network risks? So we have talked about interception, internalization, and tracking stuff. And there are some risks connected to that. These risks are typically making calls, and I mentioned that already. And you can do it how it is done. This is the tech stuff, but this is also the network's operator's responsibility. The network operator is responsible to protect a network, to predict frequencies, cracking keys in real times, and so on and so on. So this is something beyond control. But if the network is not doing it, you or your clients have to take care on your own on that. If you don't do it, everyone is able to wiretap pretty easily these your calls. And it works. So there's in the 70s there was built a structure of mobile networks with the belief that there are in the world there will be 5 to 6 mobile operators. So now we have more than 5,000. And they defined an interface which is called SS7. This is the interface how mobile networks are talking to each other. If you are traveling from Germany, my example, to Slovenia, then the Slovenian network is telling the Deutsche Telekom, hey, Jan Wendenburg is here. Please route all the calls to here. And that's the problem. The SS7 interface has no authentication, or almost nothing. So almost any network in the world can tell my network that I'm somewhere else. And all the calls are rerouted and so on. So this is something, this is just a fingertip, and this is just a glimpse what really can happen out there. This is something what this company, this video I've shown, is typically doing. They are remote controlling other networks. And there's no chance on getting protected of that specific attack vector. So it is also, now we have talked about logical attacks. Something, wiretapping, information grabbing, and all this stuff. And it's also possible to have a physical attack. So you can attack someone with a drone just by knowing the phone number. And the problem is, this has been already proven by German researchers, and it is something, the location can be tracked within an area about 5 meters, and the main problem is that the phone numbers are exchanged freely between companies and countries. So a phone number, a mobile phone number, is not regarded as a confidential stuff. But just a combination of the ability to wiretap someone on the other side of the planet, or to process a drone attack to someone on the other side of the planet, and a freely available phone number, is giving people who are able to do so the possibility that they can attack anyone on the planet logically and physically. So, and therefore, typically, you should do something. What about your network? There is a non-profitable organization. It's called gsmmap.org. Yeah, I recommend just visiting it. And you see a map of safer networks and not so safe networks, let's say it this way. These networks, are not so safe in terms of that the network can be more easily hacked. It can be, some people can intercept man-in-the-middle attacks and all these stuff within these networks, and there is very low-level security in there. Yes, so the greener it is, the better it is. Yes, so but even if it's green, you don't have any protection against the attack vectors I just presented before. So, who's listened to the calls? I think it's self-speaking, unauthorized third parties. Yeah, so hackers, competitors, your country authorities. I don't know where you're coming from. So, but maybe, and also other countries' authorities. Yeah, the always ever mentioned NSA at this time or other organizations. Yeah, are able to wiretap and listen to your calls. So, and maybe friends, family, wife, husband. Hopefully your wife is not wiretapping you. Yeah, so, but it's something that's maybe a different side of the story. But it's almost everyone if they really want. So now you think, oh, wiretapping and my mobile phone call, that might be a complex stuff, and even my business partners or my wife or anyone is not able to do so. That's not true. Yes, so. And the problem is not wiretapping. Even in the 60s, yeah, and when you're looking to old James Bond movies, yeah, wiretapping is always could be done. The problem is the availability of technology how to wiretap. In the 60s, yeah, to wiretap someone, you had to have some trucks and 10 people operating the technology and all these stuff. Yeah, so now you just need a browser and entering Alibaba.com and entering the search terms GSM interceptor. If you're entering in the Alibaba marketplace GSM interceptor, you're getting a bunch of list of marvelous interceptor systems, yeah, which are able to intercept GSM calls, yeah, dozens simultaneously, only a few simultaneously, different ranges, different networks, almost everything what you ever dreamed of. This is not the dark side of the internet. This is the white side of the internet. Yeah, so this is the eBay. This is the Amazon in China. Yeah, this is not something which is, oh, criminals, stay away from that. So this is something everyone can do it. If you have a credit card, you can buy on Alibaba a wiretapping device, an intercepting device. Everyone can do it. And if you are working for a larger company, and if your sales guys are under deep pressure to achieving the goals, they may buy for $2,000 an intercepting thing where they can use some stuff from your competitors, which are bringing him the sales deal. So this is not something which is far away and the probability is very low. No, you can do it on your own, yeah, in 2 days. Yeah, it's just a shipping time from China. So even on other even on other levels, even if you have 3G, 4G, which is LTE technology and all these stuff, you can wiretap all these stuff. So it is for everyone. It's only 3 clicks away. That's very, very important to know, yeah, because this attack, yeah, can be done anytime, anywhere, and to anyone. So when anyone can do it, yeah, what could we do? So first, we have to check our own requirements. You have to check your own requirements. Do you need your knowledge really to be protected? Yeah, do you talk about confidential topics by phone or at phone? So if you have a business phone, almost everyone is doing it. Almost anyone is talking about some confidential things. It's a pricing stuff, it's a volume stuff, it's personal data and all these stuff. Yeah. So and sometimes you're also sending this with short message services. If you say to any of these questions yes, you have to act now. Secondly, what's to protect? It's also important. If it's corporate business stuff, yeah. If it's confidential state authority information, yeah. If it's something which legal enforcement, it's a police, if you have police organization or something like that, yeah. Also criminals, yeah, they know Alibaba, yeah. It is not, and that's not very complex. So, and if it's important for other people to know where you are because it's business relevant for them, then you should also act now. So let's switch to a slide, back to the slide I showed you some time ago. It is something we have seen that these are the network operator tasks to protect, how to protect yourself. Yeah, so I mentioned that before. This is something, these predicting frequencies, there are technologies to protect from them. Yeah, so, and this is something which is shown in the GSM map stuff. Yeah, some networks are doing it better, some networks are doing nothing. Yeah, so that's why it is worth to know. Yeah, what is the attack probability? What is the potential attack vector? Yeah, so, and now we have to ask ourselves what we can do on our own to protect ourselves. First, pretty easy, use encryption. So, if you encrypt your call, yeah, and your messages, then no one should be able to spoof into, to wiretap, or to be a man in the middle. So, and when I'm talking about encryption, it is very important. You have to use standardized encryption. Not something where a miracle genius of a miracle genius company is telling you, thank you very much. That's the only reason why I'm here on the stage. No, it's just kidding. So use standardized encryption, yeah, because it's very, very important. Yeah, please look here. Yeah. So, and it is very, very important, this standardized encryption, because it's, if you have something where a genius believes that he has the ultimate encryption technology, yeah, and it's not challenged from anyone, it's worth nothing. Standardized encryption is challenged around the globe from thousands of experts, yeah, and therefore there is a very, very low probability that someone is looking into that and now finds a back hole or a loophole or something like that. Yeah, so, and you should use hardware-based encryption, because if you're just using something which is a piece of software and it lives into your iPhone, yeah, or it lives into your Android phone, yeah, so then it is the same way safe as your phone is safe, because it is software cannot protect software. Because if you have an unsecure operating system, then every software which is on that operating system is per definition unsecure. So that's why you need something where your keys are stored. Your keys must be stored in a separate device, in a separate secure element. So, and you can use an element, you can use something which connects to your a smartphone, like something like a smart card reader, like something like this here, or something like which lives on your key ring, yeah. But it's separate. If you're losing your phone, yeah, doesn't matter. Just back up, and that's done. But it's if you are losing your phone and your keys are in the phone, yeah, someone will be able to crack it. Even you can crack an iPhone. It's 15 minutes. So Use mobile factor authentication, which goes in the same way with the hardware-based stuff. Yeah, so you need 2 factors. Yeah, the minimum is something which these biometric stuff, but much better is a 2-factor where you really have you are owning a separate device and then entering a PIN or something, or your face, or you name it, into the phone. And very important, don't trust your network. Yeah, so I've talked to a potential client and he said, I have an agreement with the Deutsche Telekom. Deutsche Telekom is not wiretapping me. That's why your technology is not so important for me. And I told him, I don't think that the Deutsche Telekom will wiretap you. I think it's maybe different people. So a lot of people think they have a reliable mobile provider and they are safe. This is not true, because it is completely regardless if it's a Deutsche Telekom, Vodafone, Mobitel, whatsoever company. Yeah, so they can be attacked by external attackers all the same way, because they are using GSM, and GSM is global standard, and they can't escape from these hacking vectors. So remember the US Patriot Act? All the US companies have to hand over the data if the US government is asking them to hand over that data. You have heard a lot of discussions, especially with Microsoft and all these other large companies. Yeah, they're trying to escape from that. This is a very strict rule, and it applies to everyone. So stay away from there. Yeah, so and avoid any secure messaging service from countries without privacy protection. Yeah, so I don't think it's a good idea to use a secure phone solution from Russia. Yeah, so yeah, and or from China. Yeah, so yeah, and this makes me remember someone with a government guy in US. He said, "I believe in encryption as long as I have the keys." Something like that, yeah. So it's more a joke, yeah. So, but this is something. This is the perception of a lot of governments out there, and it should be avoided to there. So, act on your own, control your own level of security. That's very important. Use only secure phone solutions from trusted countries, yeah. And they should use open algorithms. If you are asking them what are you using, and they say, we are doing some very great stuff, but we can't tell you, stay away. Yeah, so they have to open the book. Yeah, if they don't open the book, they can't be challenged. So, and the most important thing is make sure if you are buying into such a solution and you are using it, make sure that you and your team is using it. If you have a secure phone but you're always phoning with your other stuff, then it doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, so. Thank you very much. This is my last slide. If you are interested in learning a little bit more and having some deeper discussions about that, our booth is just, if you're leaving this room, yeah, just go straight along and we will meet you. You are invited. Yeah, I would looking forward on any discussions on that. Yeah, so and hopefully now we have the break? No, still not the break. So it's and 1 minute left. So it's
please do the walk. We'll enjoy it. Yes, okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.